And, Jack, when you think about Aaron Judge and what he accomplished in 2022, and we've talked about this a lot, the mental fortitude to do what he did, it makes you think moving forward, what can't he do?
Well, he's so committed and he's so focused, Bob, that now that he has this contract under wraps and he's got the 9 years, $360 million, I think that Aaron Judge is saying, okay, what's next? And what's next is trying to win a championship. And he talked about that at this press conference. And he needs to be a focal point of that potentially happening if it were to happen for the Yankees. Judge has to be the player that drives them. I think Aaron Boone, when you're a manager and the best player on your team is also one of the hardest working and is also the guy who reaches out to other players in the clubhouse, that's a huge factor, an integral factor in your team succeeding. So Judge bet on himself. He succeeded. He earned himself about another $150 million. But I think, Bob, he will say now he wants to go out there and prove to the Yankees, hey, you made the right decision.
Let's get it back to Michael and Meredith for some final thoughts, guys.
Well, Bob, obviously, I think Jack hit it on the nose. The way this contract's going to be looked at is how many championships will the Yankees win in the 9 years. So that's on a team standpoint. Obviously, they want him to lead them to those championships, and that would be championship number 28, the next one that they get. But also, what will it do for him on a personal level? Will he get 500 home runs? Will he burnish a Hall of Fame career? He's certainly on that arc right now if he stays healthy. And then the big question mark, and I think we're going to see this throughout baseball with this offseason, how will the 9 years stand up? How will he be in age 37, 38, 39? What type of player will he be? But Meredith, it'll come down to this. If the first 5 years of the contract, he could snag a couple of MVPs and the Yankees had 2 more championships, I think the Yankees would be thrilled with that contract.
It would all be worth it. And I think about how far he has come. I remember the day in 2013, shortly after he was drafted, the Yankees were playing the A's. He's from Northern California. He came down in the clubhouse, and one of the current players came over, pulled me aside and said, did we make a trade? Who is that guy? Well, that's your first round draft pick. And then shortly after that, he made his way through the system, came up on August 13th of 2016 and hit a home run in his first at bat back-to-back in that one with, I can't remember his name right now.
Austin.
Yeah, Tyler Austin.
Tyler Austin.
And from there, it seems like he just continued to grow as a person, as a player, and a leader. And he is certainly a larger-than-life character, and he's going to continue to be the face of the Yankees for a long time.
You know, it's funny, the larger than life, I was just going to use that phrase because, you know, Meredith and I are pretty tall, and he stood here next to us, and we're both just, I mean, he is larger than life, and now he has a contract to match it, and he has a season that is larger than life. It just seemed like it really did happen? Yes, it really did happen. He had that season. He won the American League MVP. He's going to be the Yankee for the next 9 years. Pretty amazing story. A kid from Fresno gets drafted by the Yankees, developed by the Yankees, and now he could become a Yankee icon. And now, because of the magic of television, we'll throw it back to Bob. And really, he's only about 5 feet away from us to our left.
Really is. And by the way, he did make you guys look petite. I don't know if that makes you feel good, but that's the way it looked.
Made me feel great.
Me as well.
Great perspective all day. And you're right. As far as Aaron Judge goes, has played things perfectly as a player so far, played his negotiations correctly, and now he's got that new 9-year contract, Jack.
He does. And for Randy Levine of the Yankees, their president, to talk about the negotiating of Judge and his side and basically to bow to them and say they played it perfectly. Everything about this offseason worked out so well for Judge. And when it started, there were probably some folks who said, well, why didn't he accept that contract from the Yankees? He ends up getting an even bigger and better contract, but obviously there's more ahead. There are goals ahead for Aaron Judge. The biggest one, of course, we can't reiterate it enough, winning a World Series title.